Hi, everybody. So I'm not a social media person. I'm a customer support person for about 5 years now. It's not a career I really kind of chose. Especially, it was not a career that I was hoped for when I got my first job in customer support in 2008. Hey, who really dreams of being a customer support specialist, right? And here am I 5 years later, still working in the same area. And actually, social media are getting closer and closer with the customer support. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. So when I first got my job in customer support, so as I already said, it was 2008. It was in Ireland. It was for a big outsourcing American company. And it was very different. We supported many customers. And there was about like 60 people in my team. And the target was 90 interactions per day. And that meant that I had to handle 90 either phone calls, emails, faxes, and occasional letters every day. So as you can imagine, that's a lot. And you only have about 4 minutes for each interaction. So do you really have time to be nice? Well, I don't think so. Because when a customer calls, you basically have to get rid of him in 4 minutes. So you don't really have time to chat. And you don't even want to chat because you just want to, you just want to do your stuff, hang up, and move to another interaction. So this is what it looked like. We did not really do any customer support on Facebook or Twitter. I didn't even know that Twitter existed at the time. So it is very, very different now. So as you can see, more and more people now are coming to contact customer support through either Facebook, Twitter, and this is what we now have to deal with. It's good and bad. I will tell you why it's bad first. I actually do not really like when people come to me through. You can just always give me a sign. Yeah, okay, go ahead, please. Next one. I don't really like when people come to me through Facebook or Twitter. Why I don't like that? First of all, I actually have no means to set their expectations. Because when they contact me through an email, there is this nice automated message that they get saying, "We received your email, thank you very much, we will get back to you within 24 hours. So basically they sit and relax because they know we got it, and I will not reply within like 2 minutes. So I can also relax a little bit and do other stuff before I get to it. But when they come through Twitter or Facebook, there's no such message. So they expect the answer immediately. And unlike some people, I'm not a community manager, so I do not spend my time on Facebook, or Twitter, looking through the different posts. I don't do that. I don't have time to do that, and I don't even want to be doing that. So basically, you have to wait, and this is bad. Why else is bad? Is because, of course, they can post whatever they want, so that can be negative feedback, and everybody can see it. And this might be a problem, right? They might just say, Codility sucks, and they don't even tell you why. And this is what we have to deal with, and it's good and bad. Tell me, how many of you have ever complained about a service or a product on Facebook or Twitter? Negative feedback, right? No. Okay, so just negative feedback. Negative. Okay. And how many of you have ever posted something positive about customer support? Really? Okay, I'm surprised to see that. Because statistics show, as you can see on this table, this is from TripAdvisor, people tend to complain more than they tend to say positive stuff. So we're more likely to receive the negative feedback than positive. And this is this is bad because basically everybody in the network of these people can see it, right? And you can delete it, but it's from a customer service point of view, this is not good service if you just delete it, so you have to deal with it in another way. But also, and this is basically the point of my presentation today, it's very good for companies. Why is it good for companies? Well, first of all, it gives you guys, as consumers, great power. Great power to improve the customer service of companies. Because when you tell them something is wrong, and when you say it publicly, they just have to do something about it. They have to deal with it. They cannot just delete it. So this is likely to improve the customer service. Now I tell you one nice example from my personal life, because me, as I work in customer support, I am very, very complicated customer. I'm very difficult because I think I provide amazing customer support, and this is why I expect all the companies that I deal with, I buy from, I expect them to give me great customer support. And if I don't receive it, I complain. So what happened to me? I ordered some products in a healthy store, and I chose that one specifically because they accepted cards. And I don't want to be paying through wire transfer or whatever. I just want to pay with my card and get the stuff. So I did that. And then I only had a limited time to receive the stuff because I was traveling. So I had about like 1 week, which I thought was plenty. But 3 days later, I still didn't have anything. And the status of my order was still the same as when I placed the order. So I did not know what was happening. And this is already bad customer support, right? You don't know what's happening with your order. That's not good. But anyway, I was waiting 1 more day. And the next day, still nothing came. So I decided to write to the customer support. So I wrote an email saying, hi, I have placed this order, and I don't know what's going on. I still haven't received it. The status of my order is still the same, so when am I going to receive it? They replied the next day saying, I will call and check, dnes to pořešíme. And there was no like, hi Zuzana, you know, whatever, nothing. So basically in English it means, we'll deal with it today. Without any like, you know, hi and no even like kind regards and signature. So there was no person signed underneath it. I was furious because this is horrendous customer support. So, but I waited, and the next day I received the stuff. So I was happy, but when I opened it, it was something else. So I was even more furious, you can imagine. So I wrote to the customer support again, saying, okay, guys, thank you, I received my order, but how are you going to deal with this? You know, I didn't receive the stuff that I ordered. No response whatsoever. So, what do you think I did? Well, we have this nice service called Heureka in the Czech Republic. I think in Poland it's called Ceneo. And you have the price comparison, and also you have ratings for the different shops, you know, that we can buy from online. And they asked me for my feedback. So, and I was thinking, nice. This is when I will pay you back, guys, for the bad service that you provided me with. And I wrote that the customer support of this online shop was horrible, that I didn't receive the stuff that I ordered, that the email was just saying, we'll deal with it, and they really haven't dealt with it. And guess what happened afterwards? Next morning, I received a phone call saying, oh, hi Zuzana, we are so sorry this happened to you. We will send you the stuff that you ordered. Of course, you will not pay anything extra, and we even give you some samples, you know, for free with your order, and we will send it tomorrow, so you will receive it really quickly. And this is what happens when you have the guts to tell companies, guys, you really are doing a crap job, and you actually post it so that other people can see it. And this is the power that you now have. And this is something that is really positive for the companies too. Because they have to listen to you. They cannot just, forget about all the complaints that all other people see. They don't want that, because that's negative feedback that everybody can see. That's bad publicity. And this is what they don't want to. So basically the point is go and complain, because you now have the power to change the customer support now. And for companies, they just have to learn how to deal with customers that come through social media, so through Facebook or Twitter. They have to deal with this negative feedback, and they have to learn from it, and they have to change it. Yeah, so this is it. So go and don't worry about negative feedback, because you might change something. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zuzana, for your presentation. And I have to ask, do you have any questions? Not really, because I have. Yeah, we can start.
Did you ever receive some feedback when you cannot do anything about it? I mean, because of organization in your company?
Yeah, you work for a big company, right?
Yeah.
Many times. Well, I worked in corporations before, and now I work in a small startup, so that's very different. I understand where you're coming from. So this is a hard question. Of course, I received many times negative feedback from customers, and when you work for a big company, there's big hierarchy, and basically you're not the person who can change stuff, right? Because the guys up there, they are the ones who really decide. But I suppose in this situation, what you can do is, if you work in a team that is on your side, and I suppose you have meetings, right? So you should do something like collecting this negative feedback, and if it repeats, then you just collect all these.
I mean more how you deal with those customers. Like, I understand in company there is nothing I can do.
Well, I hope there's always something
But
to do.
no, if there is nothing at all, like you can try whatever you want, but there is no positive response for it. But there is still this negative feedback on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. How you deal with those customers?
Okay, so on Twitter and Facebook.
Whatever social media.
Okay, well, that's a good question. So you respond publicly so that people can see that you are dealing with it. And this very much depends what the feedback is. If it's something constructive, something like that you have a weakness in that area, so you might say, yes, thank you very much for telling us. We think this is very true, but we are now doing this and this to improve this. If you want more information, please contact us through customer support, because you basically want to take it offline. You first want to show that you are dealing with it, so it doesn't stay without a response, in a nice way, if possible. And then you try to take it offline, so you can tell them, yeah, we are trying to fix this. If you want more information, or if you want to tell us more about your issue, please contact us through customer support email.
Thanks.
Anyone else? No. I have one question about, have you heard about, or did you use the tool for customer support, which is named Zendesk?
I know. So we when I joined Codility a couple of half a year ago about, we didn't have any help desk. So I was researching what help desk would be the best one for us, and Zendesk was one of the top 3, I think. But then there was Desk.com. And we decided to go with Freshdesk. I don't know why they're always called Freshdesk or something. So we went with Freshdesk, and I really liked it more because I was able to understand it immediately when I installed it, looked at it. It was very, very easy to understand, and it also has social media incorporated in it, so it's very handy. And I really like to use it. But Zendesk, I heard Zendesk is awesome as well.
I've never heard about this first time, but it sounds similar.
Yeah, I think so. Any other